That's a mighty good word, party folk. It's your Mile High Priest. I'm up here on Jupiter's Day. It's Thursday, December 28th. A little earlier in the morning, we are near the eighth degree of Capricorn, or the sun is near the 8th degree. Moon is still riding high in Capricorn at the moment. Venus still in the higher degrees of Scorpio, and will then venture into Sagittarius later this week. Joy. So expect a lighter mood, I guess. But Mars is spearheading into Capricorn, so kind of a mixed energy there, but maybe more prone to act on your passions, which is great. I've been getting a lot of that. I think we should just kind of get into it. We did also have Mercury meet with Mars yesterday, so you could still be feeling that throughout this week, because Mars has been meeting with everyone, and or Mercury has been meeting with the Sun, with Jupiter, with Pluto, yes, and Venus. So yes, that's been happening quite a lot. So now it's Mercury's talking to the action planet, so there's a little bit of that tense tension. I am still a little congested, and I hope not to scare you too much with my nasal sound. But yes, magicians, high priests, high priestesses, kings and queens, this is your highest royal, very fun, enlightened, sunny court. I am your mercurial, effervescent, still wavy, gravy jester. I don't know why the caption says gesture. It's jester, Jester. I'm your favorable jester. I'm the one that brings you the real news, not the trickster, right? Anyway, just clearing some things up as Mercury decides to also slow down, so as to move direct, or appear to move direct next week. So yeah, fun times, especially for that New Year's Eve party, right? A lot of crossfire and mixed messages. So I did a pre-pool. Anyway, yes, these messages are for your spiritual growth, enlightenment, human evolution, and all that good stuff, right? A lot of Taurus energy. Jupiter also slowing down to move direct. In Jupiter will be about mid-December. It's like I remember the dates and then I automatically forget about them when I'm talking about them. Pluto and Mercury will both, Pluto's already moving direct, but it will go into Aquarius. So there's a lot of tension right now, especially within you. There's a lot of need or kind of a soul desire to let go of, those trespasses, those that have attempted to trespass against you. There's a lot of desire, innate, subconscious, and also internal drive to escape from the turmoil. And hey, if you need to kind of let it out, hopefully you have a friend or someone trusting that you can just kind of expose those trials and tribulations to, and lend a ear. But it is really, can you continue to move through those murky waters? So a lot of the Six of Swords, because there is that promise from the planetary alignments, as Jupiter then does station direct in Taurus and moves ahead in Taurus, we'll kind of experience that rise in attaining, okay, So favorable time to, I don't know, it's still kind of a lot of the same messages that I was getting yesterday about being more definitive about who you want to date, or maybe there is like a switch in a relationship where one was perceived as more serious, so now they're taking the more serious role, and that's surprising you, or you yourself as a singular, independent, autonomous person. You're looking at what is taking center stage, what has taken center stage. A lot of it may have been unconsciously driven, so now you're more conscious of what you're centering as far as your moods, your feelings, and how that affects how you attract, who you attract. And so I just want to tread lightly. I never want to come off as like blaming you or blaming the other party. Really, we are here to learn and grow, right? Apply the lessons, wisdom. We're here to gain and use wisdom granted to us from our soul, from our higher will and mind, and all of it, all the good juicy stuff, and then also all the knowledge we already know and have gained from our helpful ancestors or spirit guides, things like that. So there is that huge need to apply, to move on, to apply the wisdom to move on. Perhaps you are that person where you yourself are seeing where your actions and your decision making based on your inner turmoil and inner emotional instability led you to certain relationships. Maybe beside that, or apart from that, you notice you were not that serious. On the other hand, like, yes, a lot of the desire to own something, own yourself, and then from that then transpires ownership of like having a relationship, having your business, having a home. Perhaps those are a lot of themes running in your mind and in your heart, in your desires, in your heart's desire. And so now the planets are asking you to sort of do that forgive and forget, untether, cut the cords where there needs to be, let it out, move on, don't hold grudges. Because a lot of the fixed energies are getting kind of that wash, like you're going through the car wash, that wash where you drive through it, and scrubbers and people scrubbing and machines scrubbing, and you're coming out the other end very new and shiny. And did you pay for the additional interior wash and polish and vacuum? Yes, you did. Okay, so like consider that aspect. It's not just the appearance, right? But you are now entering that very attractive, especially I'm getting a lot of Taurus and Libra. And I have here from the Egyptian Tarot, so I was doing a meditation with my Black Moon Astrology Oracle cards and the Empress, so Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus, and Taurus and Libra as well. Okay, a lot of those signs are getting a lot of attention, especially in the spread. Excuse me. Or maybe you are feeling like you want to take flight already. So Libra feminine, maybe I believe you're moving away from a Gemini male or Aquarian male. So with the King of coins here, I have the Gemini persona or archetype. So someone very intelligent and keen on maintaining their decision making based on more a airy, mental, intelligent approach. So yes, very decisive, quick-witted, and also quick to fire up, but more so in the mind sphere. So maybe moving away from that energy field and more into this actionable state. So I'm centering more around the Taurus female with this King of Swords. We have the Taurus masculine. I did get it in reverse, so it could still point to someone masculine, but it does give me more of the, like with the reverse showing up, it tends to point to more need for the feminine approach or kind of balance. So maybe, yes, moving away from the planning, action item building to like actual building, like actually taking action. So taking more of an action, spreading your wings that way instead of spreading your wings with the tendency to draw up and maintain an idea generation, like now moving into the action state and more so less actually doing or exerting and acquiring or attaining at the moment. So more moving from that mental vibration into the actual like magnetic. So now knowing what to do with what you have, right? And being very grateful for what is already around you, because you've been through, like what this is telling me is like you're still going through like a divorce, a separation, or like some kind of loss where it had to do with loss of family, relationship, or money, or all of the above. But you're moving into that and back into that in a different scope. Okay. So I have a lot of Mercury in Capricorn. Mercury retrograde went through Capricorn and then back into Sagittarius. So it'll move back through Sagittarius when it goes direct and then go back into Taurus. And then it will then come to Aquarius, right? So perhaps your divorce is being finalized this next month, and then by February you're like out, or there is that kind of finalization. It may be more of a like, finally you can move on in the mind, you can move on, and you very well are showing that here. You're gaining some kind of money. Maybe this is from the past and you're actually you've met as an Empress, whether you're in that kind of Libra or Taurian vibration, you've met, or maybe you are a Taurus female, you've met a Gemini masculine recently or this year, and so now it's moving in with that, moving on to that. So yes, growing into that new family relationship unit, maybe coming from being perceived and labeled as that kind of Queen of Swords, divorced person, to like now taking ownership of your relationship status and moving the hell on from that, and also gaining money through your resourcefulness as far as what you've dedicated your planning and then action, and then plan of action. So I will round it off by saying it's a favorable time for a lot of this action that's based on relationships, that's based on money. Yes, also the 6-week period can mark, the next 6 weeks period can mark that like intense transformation, internal, and then you'll see the rest of it unfold over the next 6 months. A lot of money, or maybe you're asking for money, or maybe you're getting a lot of money. Okay. I see more like there's more relationship here with the 4 of Cups in the Scorpio sphere. So like gain in relationship, family, and then gain in money with the 5 of Coins here. And I apologize, the Horseman of Coins here. Do you see the bag that they bring? It's full of money. So maybe this could very well be a business relationship. And not so much a love relationship, or it could be both. It's like you're going to have to sift through a lot because you're attracting a lot. And that's, again, rounding it back to the original message. Like, have you let go of all the separation, the old the losses that kind of already happened, that, you know, the planetary kind of alignments are expecting you to kind of tie that up into that neat little bow and throw it out in the fire. Yes. Wow. Okay. I wanted to also do the archetypes from the Wild Unknown. Then we can do some tarot. Y'all, this week I've just been winging it, right? It's like that off week between all the randomness. Thank you so much. Archangels, Angels of the Highest Light. Spirit Guides of the Highest Light. Thank you so much. Can we get clear messages for collective as we step into the new year with all these exciting new changes that you are accepting and taking on from? Ooh, yeah. I guess you've seen, wow, you've seen a lot. And now you've garnered, you've gathered. Okay, I have a vision here. Cool. Wow. Yeah, coming from the cave, coming from the forest, you perhaps put yourself on timeout. You're seeing the waxing now. Your ancestors are very helpful. You're taking care of your body and your heart, your soul. You're speaking more to your internal spirit as opposed to externalities, but you're geared up to gain more than what you have left, what you were left with. Yeah, you yourself are seen as a healer, but maybe more personally, you healed a lot of yourself through this self-discovery and the retreat. Wow, yeah, you are so partial. Okay, yeah, talk about Queen of Swords. We have the Judge here. Order in the royal court, right? Okay. Kaidos, divine timing. Wow, we love to see it, don't we? There we go. So, there's that notion that I was talking about yesterday. Wow, yes, trying on new masks. Okay, you're ready to try on these new identities that you've developed, that now you've created space for, now that you've let go of a lot of false kind of ideas or false goals. It doesn't mean you were bad at them. It means you were very successful in those aspects, and whatever fell apart has led you to whatever relationships in that case fell apart led you to figure out where you want to explore. So which masks are not fitting, which masks don't fit. I think it really is coming down to the acceptance of what has not worked and moving on from that, right? Mercury really wants you to clear out the mind. Okay, be more, be very partial, like discerning and in a more partial kind of state. And so moving on from that, seen through those perspectives of not being in a positive mind frame. Okay, so coming back into goodness, like actually feeling good and not letting others kind of determine how you feel. Okay. It's very, like, you're coming from that very black and white. There's still a lot of black and white here. Okay. So like come to yourself, continue to get through it, you see the light, right? You see both sides in a way. You see the roles you played, but you're more now connected to the gifts of the I don't know, it does point a lot to like looking at all the relationships, so very much in alignment with yesterday's message of looking at what relationships are working, where you're putting a lot of energy, where you're pouring a lot of emotion, where you can deter yourself and be more discerning and more discernible in how you approach relationships and how you approach friendships and how you approach that type of networking, where you're still fun and free and open, but your expansion is more so now in I don't know, like you're more directed, you're more fine line. So there's still a lot of work to do as far as alleviating that pain. And I feel more in your solar plexus, so confidence, okay? Confidence, Scorpio, confidence, right here. The core. with the whole divine timing with Kairos, we just have to shake our heads, right? Like, divine timing, you don't say. I think you waited long enough, right? Is that what you're saying? I've waited long enough. Okay, time to spread your wings and fly. Time to really hone in on your true confidence. Hone in on your heart center. Hone in on your creative, passionate, attractive qualities. Okay, and attempt to bring that to the center, the core. That is your confidence. Lean more into that. Allow time to just be. The more time you spend on time, the more mind effery that is going on. The more, I should have done this. I should have already had that. I should have already accomplished this. Moving away from that, okay, allowing God, allowing yourself to fall into God's arms, okay? Wow. Y'all, that's crazy. That's wild. I love it. I was having fun with the field tarot yesterday. Can I... Is it okay if I play with that one again? Where are we at with... So I have 76 here. 55. And I have... sorry. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy, a lot of the Hierophant. Yes, again, very auspicious time as far as like asking for money, asking for a loan, or taking on the job. Strength card is trying to show up. Card number 8, card number 11 in this deck. And it's always amazes me when it shows up with all the Libra vibration. Yes, hone in on your confidence. Be more expressive because you are in that manifestation mode right now. So less in the mind space. Wow, we were talking about Queen of Swords, weren't we? Okay, that is your power, very much so. Libra. How to cut the bull crud out, right? But like you're ready to bring in the good, bring in all the good. Okay, yeah, you're restarting the full here with a butt naked beginning. Gosh, I do like the Queen of Swords a lot in this deck. Independence. Okay. Know that you truly are, and so like there's no need to rush through a lot. You're still kind of gaining and gathering confidence in knowing that you can succeed and you can have a lot of this even in the next like 6 months. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Yes, that's what the moon, this full moon in Cancer has been attempting to show you, is how to move away from that Mars in Scorpio and that Venus in Scorpio of like, you've looked at all the bad, now it's time to look at the good. You've looked at all the ugly, so now it's time to look towards the good and not wallow in disappointment. Okay, there's something to say about kicking back into the positive energetic vibration. Okay, do also want to, I think I want to read the vision. Because divine timing, I was just going to say divine timing, right? Maybe this is the divine timing. Yeah, you're caught up a little bit too much in the mind space. So can you move into a more Empress zone of tending to yourself, caring for yourself, and just regathering, recentering in your true confidence, in your expressive confidence, in your fire confidence, in your how strong you really are, how cutthroat you are. Saving time and space for yourself, okay, for the next few weeks, or while this new year kind of wraps up, this new year thing kind of wraps up. More dedication to just putting the period at the end of the sentence, right? And walking into this new landscape with a brighter disposition. And y'all know I don't always like to say positive attitude, but those vibrations will lock you in right now. Yes, five of swords, this Aquarius, not allowing, okay, don't lean more into allowing the brighter disposition to shine, and less of the honing in on too many bad details, okay? So not holding on to the grudges, yeah, not holding on to the what ifs or the what could haves or the what should have, or they didn't do this or they didn't do that. Yeah, because you have new contracts to sign. You have kind of the decision-making time is coming up. We have strength again. This time it is card number 8. So we have card number 11 in the field tarot is strength. We have card number 8 in the Ethereal Visions tarot is strength, okay? On the one hand, it's kind of like that up and down, up and down, up and down. But knowing that you can stay in that vibration of holding space for all the good that does want to come in towards you, and where you want to take action. And where you're spending too much time in the mental struggle versus actually spreading your wings and taking more action to feel yourself in a better mode, see yourself in a better light, gain that positive attitude so that then you can gain positive momentum. So first, the thought and surrounding yourself with the love. So good music, good food, good friends, and also good time for yourself, a lot of good time for yourself. And then moving with that, okay, then taking action from that headspace. Wow, okay, yeah, from the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so working the magic, and someone who's very wise and knowing and magical and attractive. Yeah, you will then start to attract all that you want. You likely already are, but you're unable to discern because you're kind of still stuck in the old murky thought space. Allowing the gifts to come in, allowing the divine to give you the gifts, okay? By by accepting them, by being in acceptance mode, okay? Manifestation mode, okay? Taking more of that young at heart approach and starting from scratch, building from scratch, build up. Not that you are starting from scratch, but like being in that vibration of like the excitement of like, starting with that seed, with the idea, and then it's step by step. So like expand your wings that way, right? And then we have the Two of Wands. I love it. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay to sit for the meanwhile while you gather yourself. This is what I was saying. It's not like you are coming from scratch. It's like you are coming from knowing the big, the badder, the bolder, and just kind of reframing and readjusting your motives now, right? And also realigning with folks that are on that same kind of not in the murky waters. So finding the folks that are attracting the folks that are in that same building, productive, getting you out of that headspace. Those that will make you feel more confident in who you really are, and your true confidence will allow your true confidence to shine. Wow, I'm so like tongue-tied today. And the Mercury thing is kind of getting to me, I guess so. It seems more attuned to attuning the mind to the desires instead of attuning the mind to what hasn't happened or what didn't happen or what could have happened. All right, 55. The dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born, thus we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery, bring back the dreams. When light, potent imagination, synchronicity, and trust. When dark, disconnected from art and dreams, listless, aimless. Wow. You can gauge how connected you are to your vision by how tired you are, since the vision feeds us energy. It affects our life force and vitality. I think you're getting back, you're locking in from feeling that drain, from knowing where all the drains, where it all drains, to coming back up, looking back out and realizing like, whoa, I actually do have a freaking vision, okay? Two of Wands. Like you come thus far because of your vision, so it's getting back on that track, okay? It's because of the divine Kairos card here. Again, you were meant to see this in a way. You were meant to elevate, even though you were already this far up, okay, with the Strength card twice. Now, okay, instead of letting those that want to take from you, letting them take advantage of you, you are now allowing a lot of that in God's hands. So you're now seeing the difference between being at the top and allowing folks to come in without much discernment and getting stuck in that, being taken advantage of, and then moving on, having to cut that out, okay, so that you can get back onto it. So it feels very new, though. You're also, personality-wise, you're going from that cold-hearted to like, you can trust again, you can have fun, you can move on from all of that, and you can get back on top, and you can expand your wings. There can be a lot more, and there is more. Look at art you loved when you were young. Listen to old records and poems. These are all ways to activate the vision. I think I said that earlier, right? Like, go and dance. Wow, y'all. I mean, these are some strong cards here. We have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and then we have Strength twice. We have the Fool. We have the Two of Wands, okay? So a lot of intense energies coming in. Can you discern and be in that expressive magnetic vibration of manifestation? Yes, you can. The cards say you're very well primed. You're very well geared up for all that. As long as you let go of that being in the mind of like holding on to a lot of grudgery and all that derailed you before. Okay, you're back. You're new. You're different. You're attractive. You've got tats. You're taking some skinny dips in the hot springs or something. Please pack very lightly, and I will be back with more messages as we approach the new year. Exciting, right? Pack very lightly. Enjoy. Keep it so real. Thank